A 60-year-old foreigner handed a working girl a piece of paper soaked with sweat. On it was written, "My name is Client of Prostitutes, and I like your speaker. Your smile brightens my days."
都惊呆了，外国人嫖到中国来还好了。
The woman was completely dumbfounded. The inappropriate content on the note almost scared her into quitting her job. But what she never expected was that this elderly foreign client of prostitutes would completely change her fate. The woman's name was Fang Qin, and she was a milk promoter at a supermarket. That day, she saw a foreigner shopping and thought, "Foreigners love drinking milk." So she proactively approached the foreigner, using her expressive eyes and exaggerated gestures to promote the milk. Without even caring whether the foreigner understood or not, Fang Qin directly placed the milk into his shopping basket. Seeing the foreigner obediently go to pay, Fang Qin was overjoyed. She thought it was just a stroke of luck. But to her surprise, the foreigner came back the next day, this time taking the milk from her quite actively. Then, for 7 consecutive days, the foreigner appeared at the supermarket on time. This made Fang Qin both delighted and suspicious, as the foreigner only bought milk from her. If she wasn't there, he would turn around and leave, no matter how much others tried to persuade him. He wouldn't buy a single carton of milk.
超市里的同事很多都在取笑我，他说：“你方琴啊，你要当心诶，这个老外已经给你骗上了。”
Clearly, the foreigner wasn't just after the milk, he was after the person. But Fang Qin didn't care about that. She was focused on making money, because she had recently divorced, and had been cheated out of all her assets by her ex-husband. That's why she worked so hard. Still, she couldn't understand the foreigner's behavior. She wasn't particularly good-looking, nor did she have money. There were plenty of younger, prettier girls in the supermarket, so why did this foreigner only approach her? That afternoon, she received a letter from the foreigner. When she saw the word, "Client of Prostitutes," written on it, she was furious. Though she came from a rural background and hadn't seen much of the world, she had heard that foreigners were quite open. But such blunt wording was unacceptable to her. However, as she read further, she couldn't help but laugh. The note included a photo of a place near the supermarket, with a black arrow pointing to a specific spot. Following the arrow, there was a line of Chinese text that read, "Please meet me here." Further down, there was a drawing of a clock, with the hands pointing to 1:30 p.m. Although she recognized every Chinese character, putting them together felt strange. It took her a while to understand that this silly foreigner was asking her out on a date. But the thought of dating a foreigner who called himself Client of Prostitutes made her a bit uneasy. However, remembering how he bought milk from her every day, and considering he was already 60 years old, Fang Qin decided to see what it was all about. When she bravely showed up for the meeting, the foreigner took her to a friend's house as a guest. While climbing a steep staircase, the foreigner carefully stood behind her, afraid she might fall. In her 30 years of life, no man had ever taken care of her like this before. At that moment, she felt only one thing, dizzy and overwhelmed.
好像自己在做梦那种感觉吧。
Through this date, Fang Qin learned that the foreigner's name was John. He had been divorced for 30 years and was now 60 years old. He was a British engineer who had been sent to China for work. As for the misunderstanding with the word, "client of prostitutes," it was all due to a faulty translation app. Once the misunderstanding was cleared up, John's image in Fang Qin's heart improved significantly. As their meetings became more frequent, one of John's actions completely moved Fang Qin.
当着那个翻译的面把那个钥匙给我，一下子要了钥匙，钥匙就是等于把这个家都交给我了。外国人怎么这么特快？
It turned out that from the first time John saw Fang Qin, he had been captivated by her petite and adorable appearance.
Well, she has a wonderful smile, and her eyes actually talk to you.
Indeed, Fang Qin's clear, lively eyes and charming, generous smile made her the type of woman whose presence lingered in one's memory after just one glance. After 6 months of getting to know each other, they finally confirmed their relationship. A foreigner who didn't speak Chinese and a village girl who didn't understand English. Somehow, they managed to fall in love through a flawed translation app. However, the stark contrast in their social status always made Fang Qin feel like it wasn't real.
他的工资可以说我可以要做1年，1个月的工资我要做1年，有可能做不出来。还有就是说他的学历，我再学个十几年我也跟不上他。
Life always has to return to peace. Fang Qin kept worrying that this was just a dream, because there was more than just one mountain between them.
他们都会说，你那个老外会回去的，不可能很长久的那种生活在一起，那是不可能。这么年纪轻就找这个老头子，你是当爸爸是当爷爷，他的外面的情况你不知道啊，外面是不是有老婆？如果骗到外国去，我总是你这么一个女儿，我心里上又不放心。
However, Fang Qin was not swayed by these words. She believed in John. As if they shared the same thoughts, John soon said to her, "Let's get married."
A lot of people warned me a Western person marrying a Chinese person would be very, very difficult. A lot of people warned Fang Qin. I think her mother said, no, I think it's working pretty well. I'm very happy, and I hope Fang Qin is happy as well.
To put Fang Qin and her family at ease, John bought her a house and renovated it completely. He also prepared a grand wedding according to local customs. However, the first major challenge soon arrived. John was suddenly recalled to the UK on urgent notice. Remembering that Fang Qin had always said, "I don't want to leave China," John decisively resigned from his job and planned to open a cafe locally, just because Fang Qin loved drinking coffee.
他不像老外，他像我们中国人。
I like a Chinese man.
Yeah.
That's a very high compliment. Thank you for that.
Seeing John's series of actions, Fang Qin knew she had not trusted the wrong person. They now had to face the second challenge, Fang Qin's mother, John's mother-in-law. So, John brought a pile of gifts and went to visit his mother-in-law, who was about the same age as him.
一大老远一看见就叫，还两个手举得蛮高的，就这样，妈，就这样大叫。
Fang Qin's mother learned that her foreign son-in-law had resigned from his job for her daughter, settled in China, bought a house for her daughter, and opened a cafe. Seeing that her daughter was living a prosperous life, she finally relented.
婚姻自由，他们幸福的意思是他们够嘛哦，只要他们两个人和好，两个人以后过得幸福日子，我就心里就满意了。
Since Fang Qin's mother had given her blessing, they decided to seize the moment. So, on May 20th, they registered their marriage. The power of love can truly overcome any obstacle. Fang Qin's English also improved rapidly.
So it's money.
Right.
You not want it go away. Yeah?
Yes.
It's go away.
I'm
Lots
sorry.
of money you go.
Sorry.
You understand?
I'm sorry.
You always sorry. What's the matter? No thinking about it.
Bad Chinese lady.
What? You go away.
You're only very small.
And small, you don't love me.
I love you.
When John spoke about "I love you," his eyes were full of sincerity. Nowadays, Fang Qin's small cafe has closed down. After 2017, she and John moved to the UK. Fang Qin and their mixed-race son have also obtained British citizenship. Relying on John's generous retirement benefits, they continue to enjoy a happy life.
Love can overcome everything. In this story, we see not just an international marriage, but a commitment built on genuine sincerity. Fang Qin and John, a single mother once crushed by life, an engineer wandering alone in a foreign land, were originally two parallel lines that should never have crossed. Yet, one simple encounter changed their fates. They did not share a common language, but they used actions to understand each other. They experienced misunderstandings and prejudice, yet they always chose to believe in one another. The most touching love stories are never about grand promises, but about someone willing to change for another person, willing to let go of their own insistence, and even choose a new direction in life. John proved his love in the most direct way. He gave up his job to stay with Fang Qin. He learned to integrate into Chinese culture just to make her feel at ease. He built a warm home for her, so she would no longer be adrift. And Fang Qin, from a hard-working saleswoman struggling to make a living, became a woman who was wholeheartedly chosen and tenderly cared for. The rarest thing in the world is finding someone willing to love you for a lifetime, to accept you, and to protect you. Love knows no nationality, no age. The most important thing is whether two hearts can truly walk together. May everyone striving in reality find someone willing to hold their hand for a lifetime. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Your support is very important to us, and we will continue to bring you better content. Thank you again for watching, and see you next time.